Caterpillar 972K weighs in at around 26 tonnes, and this version of the model is in the colours of SNEH Matériaux. The model ships in an outer carton which provides additional protection to the box, and inside the box is Eurovia branded. SNEH Matériaux is part of Eurovia France, which itself is part of the giant French Vinci group. This model is a limited edition with only 300 being made. The model is well protected by a plastic former, but for some reason we see our old friend, or is it enemy, the twist tie. Therefore, before we can enjoy the model, we have to accept the twist tie punishment. Once the model is finally free of packaging, there's no assembly to do because this model is complete out of the box. Starting underneath, there is some detailing, but the front drive shaft stops rather short. The tyres are good and they're mounted on detailed wheels, but the inside faces are not realistic. At the rear, the larger counterweight of the 972K is modelled and the lights are painted. The cab is quite good and there's a cat logo on the seat back, and although there are no hoses crossing the pivot point, there are some nice warning graphics. There are some plastic elements on the model, and that includes the grab rails, the cab mirrors and the light stalks at the front. But the handrails are metal and they're good quality. There are hoses on the loader arm hydraulics, but there are large holes in the loader arms for rivet connections. The bucket is a reasonable metal casting with some wear plate detailing. Here we are in the Cranes Etc. quarry, and look how well maintained the quarry floor is. The 972 rolls well, and if we spin the wheels they're fixed to common axles. There's a decent amount of oscillation possible on the rear axle, and if we check out the steering across the pivot point, it achieves a reasonably good angle. So let's give it a try on the quarry floor, and yep, it steers quite well. This is a wheel loader, which does not mean that it loads wheels, by the way. But with that important clarification, let's see how the loader mechanism works. The cut angle at the bottom is quite good, although the carry angle is shallow. However, if we raise the bucket, it achieves a reasonably good height. Moving on to check out the tipping function, and it seems just a little bit shallow. The model does have one very good feature for a wheel loader, and that is that the bucket is removable. There's a long steel pin which you can carefully extract, and once that's done, the bucket is still attached because it's hooked on. But with a little bit of finger action you can unhook the bucket, and you then have some additional display flexibility. On to the genuine imitation real life test, and here the Eurovia truck fleet is queuing up waiting to be loaded, and the 972 approaches with a bucket load of sand. The height of the bucket is fine, but where it struggles just a bit is to tip out all of its contents. Oh well, obviously the driver's too mean to be a big tipper. It's good to see a Caterpillar model in company colours, and this one poses well with others. It's got some nice detailing and the removable bucket is a worthwhile feature. So if you're looking for a Caterpillar model that's a limited edition, this one is highly recommended.